Assalamualaikum and good day. My name is Nundazima Wardah and I will begin our presentation. As a group, we choose the manufacturing industry as our domain. In my part, I will explain the HR functionalities and the benefits in this industry. The first HR functionality is recruitment and selection. HR hires operator, technicians, engineers, and quality control staff with ARP, the hiring process becomes faster and helps the company avoid production delays. The second functionality is training and development. Manufacturing workers must be trained in the machine handling and safety procedure. So ERP helps HR track training completion so all workers are properly trained before starting work. Next is a payroll management. Manufacturing employees often work overtime and receive shift allowance. So ERP calculates salary and accurately based on attendance and overtime which reduce payroll mistake. HR also manage performance by monitoring productivity, attendance, and work quality through ERP. This help identify high-performing workers and those who may need extra support. Another important function is HSE compliance. Since manufacturing involve machines and chemical, HR ensure workers follow safety rules, receive PPE, and attend safety training. So ERP stores all safety record for easy monitoring. Lastly, HR handles workforce planning. Manufacturing use different shifts, so ERP helps HR assign workers based on real time availability to keep production running smoothly. Overall, these HR functionalities bring many benefits to the manufacturing industry. They help the company hire faster, improve worker safety and skills, ensure accurate payroll, increase productivity, and maintain stable production through effective manpower planning.
Hi, my name is Tansha Fadlin binti Anizan and I will be presenting the recruitment process flowchart. Okay, so our flowchart models the complete recruitment and selection process for the manufacturing industry, which is a system designed to ensure efficiency and financial accountability across the whole recruiting cycle. The process begins with the manpower requisition and budget submission, which immediately leads to a critical decision point requiring financial control and management approval. This validates that the expenditure is justified against the current operational budgets before any resources are allocated to searching. After the approval, HR will move on to job posting and candidate sourcing, followed by a critical quality control check where the system determines whether the qualified candidates have been successfully screened. If the answer is no, the process does not fail, but rather initiates a corrective loop, telling HR to extend the search or re advertise and restart the sourcing attempt until a suitable pool is found. This prevents waste and ensures quality. After meeting the requirements, candidates will proceed through interviews, final selection, and official offer acceptance. The process rounds with pre onboarding and ERP data entry, a critical last step that guarantees that the new employee records are immediately created and merged into the ERP system's payroll and time management schedule. In the manufacturing sector, this immediate data synchronization is crucial for precise scheduling and payment on the employee's first day.
Next, I will move on to part B, where we need to identify three functional areas that can be integrated with the HR module in an ERP system. For this section, we will focus on three key functional areas that work closely with HR, which are payroll, inventory, and production. These areas rely on HR data for activities such as salary processing, manpower planning, allowance allocation, and tracking employees' roles in the production process. In the next slide, we will explain how each of these functional areas integrate with the HR module and how this integration contribute to better overall operation in a manufacturing environment. Next, I will explain the payroll functional area and how it integrate with the HR department. HR is the main provider of employee data needed for payroll. HR validate attendance over time, shift, schedules, and any changes like promotion or allowance. Once HR confirm the accuracy of this data, the ERP system automatically update the payroll module. This allow payroll to calculate salaries, overtime, allowance, and deduction without manual entry. So the integration ensure payroll is accurate, consistent, and based on validated HR information. This film diagram shows the workflow between HR, the ERP system, and the payroll department. HR start by recording and validating attendance, overtime, and employee details. The ERP system then update the payroll module with the validated data. Next, payroll retrieve this information and calculate salaries. Once the payroll summary is prepared, both HR and payroll review and approve it. Finally, ERP release the payslip to employees and payroll completes the bank transfer. In summary, HR and payroll work closely together through ERP integration. HR supply verified employees data and payroll use it to calculate accurate earnings. This integration reduces human errors, speed up processing, and ensure employees are paid correctly and on time.
In manufacturing, HR and the inventory department work closely together to keep production running smoothly. HR provides accurate employee data like job roles, certifications, and training status, which the inventory system uses to control who can access certain materials or tools. This ensures that only authorized and properly trained employees can withdraw items such as PPE, chemicals, or any other specialized tools. Through role-based access and training checks, the system automatically blocks requests from unqualified staff, reducing safety risks and preventing misuse. Overall, HR inventory integration improve safety, compliance, and operational efficiency across the plant. This flowchart shows how HR and the inventory system work together when an employee requests an item like PPE or spare parts. First, the employee submits requests with their ID. The system then checks eligibility using HR data. If their or training is insufficient, the request will be denied. If they meet the basic criteria, the system checks the HR database for the correct job role and certification. If everything is valid, HR approves the request. The inventory system then does a final authorization check. If authorized, the employee receives an item. If not, the request is stopped. This process ensures only trained and authorized employees can access sensitive or restricted inventory items.
So next is the production module, which is basically the central engine of any manufacturing organization's ERP system. And for efficiency, cost control, and customer satisfaction, it must be tightly integrated with three key areas. And the first one is inventory, with the purpose to manage the physical flow of materials in real time. And then from inventory, we get the production pool stocks availability and material master data to ensure all components for the bill of materials or BOM are ready. And then to inventory, we get when production consumes raw materials, it triggers automatic material issues. And then when the product is finished, it triggers a goods receipt, instantly updating finished goods stocks. This link prevents any shortages and ensures accurate stock levels. Next is for the finance. We first understand that it is with the purpose to translate physical work into financial data. From finance, we receive the standard cost and overhead rates for initial cost estimation, and then to finance we push back crucial data, which is actual labor and machine hours used on the shop floor. This enables the calculation of the accurate cost of goods manufactured, or COGM for short, which any difference between the standard and actual cost is calculated as a variance, giving finance a clear picture of profitability. And then next, last but not least, is for the sales, with the purpose to link customer demand to production capacity. From sales, we got the confirmed sales order drive, the master production schedule or MPS, and to sales we get the production provides real-time updates on manufacturing lead times and capacity. This allows the sales team to give the customer an accurate available to promise or ATP date and reliable delivery promise. Okay, now we're at the swim lane diagram. So first of all, we can see how it is divided into inventory, productions, and finance. This is to clearly divide the task of each department. So we can see how it starts from the inventory department, where the raw materials were prepared and issued, and then the stock levels is updated. Also, the consumer TIPO is recorded. All this until the final process, in which the finance department will post the final COGM and entries to the GL. All this to show that how very closely related all these departments are in the process of manufacturing. Here is the EPC diagram for our overall ERP integration, which pretty much sums up all of the three suggested integration that we talked about earlier. We start off with the new tools needed to employee submits PR, PR approved, send PO to vendor. We can see how also in the EPC diagram, in which there will be cases of two events happening simultaneously from the finance and finance department, and then also HR department, and it ends at the integrated asset management and costing complete. All this to show how closely related everything is, and to pretty much sums up the process of the overall ERP system.